Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and this short clip is brought to you by Fight World Directory, where you can find local fights, gyms, personal trainers, and even real fighters in your area to follow or sponsor at fightworld.com. Anyways, let's go to another question.
All right, this question is going to be a good one. This comes from Melanie Pennell. Thank you so much for commenting. Please take a moment out of your day to share. She wants to know, do you think it's okay for a trans female to compete in female sports?
That's the topic of the day, isn't it, Melanie? Thanks for asking that question. And thanks for sharing. I know you share sometimes, share the show, so thank you very much. Yeah, this is definitely. I saw recently. I saw an article where these two girls, I think they are from up north somewhere. They're suing the state athletic board because they're two track runners, and they've been training for like 3 or 4 years in high school and trying to get to the place because they needed to reach the top two in the finals in order to get this certain scholarship, and they'd been training for like 3 or 4 years to get that scholarship. And right in their last year as seniors, in their school district, I think there was 2 trans girls, or these 2 other kids that claimed to be girls showed up, and they blew their doors off and took the top 2 spots and got those scholarships. And so then these 2 girls that had been training for 3 or 4 years were like flipping out. Like, they had no shot. They had no chance. Back to what we were talking about just a minute ago, too. About
a good follow-up.
About that, a male body is so much bigger and stronger than a female body, And so the answer to that question, the simple, short answer is no. I do not think that that dudes that trans over to girls should be able to compete in girl sports, just because of that particular dynamic. But even so, even more so, there's that dynamic in MMA, believe it or not, and in boxing, that there's guys that transition over to girls and then go into girls boxing or girls MMA and literally beat the wheels off of those girls. They do. And it's just completely wrong. I mean, I can't see how that makes sense in anybody's eyes, but
it's just fun to watch.
Watch a dude with a...
Yeah, because every other day we told this bad. So you watch him put the whooping on a girl, you like, wow. This is what it's like. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I definitely can't agree with you, though.
You cannot?
No, because my whole stance is equality, right?
Okay.
And having equal rights, and then, getting paid fairly and getting treated the same.
Right.
So I can't, it seems like I would be a hypocrite if I were to say, oh, a trans man who thinks he's a woman can't participate, because that's not proving equality to me. So it's just, in my mind, I'm just like, well, y'all need to train a little harder. Evidently you sucked.
Well, there's no way that the girls are ever going to get to train harder.
Listen, we're going to put these dudes up against some African people running track and see if they still win.
Yeah, they did. They ran against all the girls. All black, white, every color
from
girl.
Africa.
Oh, they'd probably still lose. These were track dudes that transitioned to girls.
Well, I want to transition to a dude, and I'm going to do ballet with the dudes.
Oh, Zani. Maybe we should talk about that later.
I don't know how to do ballet, but I figure it out.
No, I mean, I'm totally, everybody, my stance on these issues, like on the homosexual issue, on the transition, all that stuff. I think this is America. People have the right to do and be whatever they want to be. They have the right. It's between them and God. However, once those rights start imposing on other people's rights, that's when we got problems. Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and if you'd like to watch our show live, then you must subscribe and follow so that it alerts you when we're on the air. Be sure to check out the links below for some live showtimes and some very cool products so you can have your own conversation starters. We can't wait to see you and your questions and comments on the next live Ask Big Van show.